Dun-dun,
So we didn't talk about what we're playing.
dun-dun. We can talk about it right here.
We're playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Woo!
So when this game first came out, I was really skeptical, but I liked the concept of it. I liked the idea that here is this little boy who is sad and his mother is evil and he's stuck in a basement and he has to fight monsters.
You're talking like original
I'm
Isaac.
talking about original Isaac, the game that came out 3-4 years ago, I want to say,
It
maybe.
might have been longer at this point.
Maybe longer. Wow. Okay. So that game came out and I was just like, oh, whatever, I guess I'll give it a shot. And I got stupid addicted to this game.
Yeah, you did.
For no discernible reason at all. And then the expansion Wrath of Lamb came out, which was absolutely amazing, added a lot more content.
You could play while we're talking about this.
And added way more content, a lot more levels, a lot more special items.
I actually really liked Wrath of Lamb.
I don't know why I
Did you just use a bomb?
accidentally. That was not fun.
Poor start.
I loved Wrath of Lamb, but it made the game significantly harder. And that was how
not necessarily in a bad way. It did. I totally agree. It made the game ridiculously more challenging.
No, it was absolutely not in a bad way. Oh, so my God, special.
Oh, damn. I don't know if I've gotten this one yet, but you're already starting off with great items.
Yeah, seriously.
Fucking lucky.
So, playing Wrath of Lamb, it was really, really difficult for me to continue on in the game for awesome Ludovic.
Whoa.
Controlled
what?
Tears.
Whoa!
What?
I haven't seen this one yet. All right. Well,
This is ridiculous.
So Rachel and I have both played Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Wow.
So we've got our hands pretty deep into it to an extent, but there still are plenty of things that we haven't seen, and we've already started seeing new things.
All right, so ultimately what ended up happening was they did Binding of Isaac, they did the Wrath of Lamb, waited a couple years, and now they have released Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So it went back.
They released this one like a year ago.
Was it a year ago?
Maybe even a year and a half.
I missed the uptake on that, but it went back to the original game and revamped it. So there are a ton of new enemies, there's a lot of new boss creatures.
All the art is redone.
All the art is new, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful. Oh, that's a troll.
Oh, I think it's better because they did the original game in Flash, and I know Edmund McMillan wanted to get away from Flash because Flash is fucking awful. I don't know if you've ever made a game in Flash, anyone that actually watches these, but like Flash is not designed to make games.
I'm already having issues with my tier here.
Is it just
I don't
gone?
know where it went. There it is.
Oh, it never breaks.
It never breaks.
Whoa.
This is how you control it, and you move independently of it. And so now
I actually really, really like this.
So this is super.
I'm jealous that you get to be the one playing.
Another new thing that happened when this game came out before all of the.
Hold on.
I don't know where my bubble is.
Let me finish my spiel.
Sure.
So, Flash is not meant to make games. It never was. It's meant to be an animation tool set and nothing more. Now, obviously, they included the tool set and the functionality to make games out of it with it. But, dear God, it is hard and it is clunky, to say at the very least. And I've never been on the programming end of it, but I've worked with programmers on games during Flash, and it has not been pleasant.
No. So, what I was going to say, in the original game, all of the rooms were the exact same size. They were the exact same size of the room that I'm currently in. But what they did, the addition of, as you can see, the last room that I was struggling in is elongated, so there's a lot more room for monsters that you can't see. There's a lot more maneuverability, and the bonus with having this really cool new ability with my gravitational bubble that I can just direct wherever, I can see everything, but as soon as I went into the long room and I started running away, as I am wont to do, I couldn't see where my bubble was anymore.
It changes both the challenge and what can be done in these rooms. So like obviously this is a minor instance of like what design challenges were introduced based on just the size of the room. But having the room size variances changes the gameplay a lot too. Because they can set up rooms to do a lot of different things.
Use bombs to break shit open. But my favorite part, I thought it was just going to be like a new art, like nothing new at all, but it's completely new items.
I don't know if there are more or less items than in the original game plus the expansion. I think there's definitely more items than in the original game, but I don't know if there's
really hard.
more or less when you add the expansion onto it.
Monster is one of the easier monsters, but I know but I know how to fight him when I'm like shooting him
Normal
with normal
tiers.
bottles, and so this is I'm struggling.
Well, the interesting thing about this mechanic itself is that it uses controlling two things at once. That's hard. Like that's a game mechanic in itself.
Yeah, like I didn't even realize how far away my bubble was. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, there are entire games that revolve around that mechanic because of how challenging it is to pay attention to two separate objects. In fact, I think I played a Game Jam game or a Kickstarter game that was utilizing
like I'm
that.
facing the direction that I want to shoot him, but my bubble's just like, hey, I'm on the wall. What do you? Oh god, I forgot to move him. Oh, and I moved the wrong way with my bubble. Jeez.
You're still doing okay.
I'm not doing very well.
You could be doing worse.
Man, we thought this was gonna be a really cool item, and it right
is
now
really cool.
I'm really struggling with it.
I think it's awesome.
No, it is really awesome, and I'm enjoying how it's making me. That's the other thing. A lot of the items are making me change how I would normally.
There you go.
I died. Yeah.
Dead.
Yep.
Are we switching off?
That was quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch off.
Yes.
Take it over. Yeah, I know. Now you've seen me playing it again after we've gone so long without. You're like, now I really want to play.
Well,
that's how this game always works. Like I see or I hear about it, I'm like, now all I want to do is play.
Don't scoot too far from the mic.
To give you some space, buddy.
But this is a new file, right? So we haven't unlocked any of the other characters yet.
Nope.
So I suppose we're probably gonna do like 3-ish episodes, but we could always come back and do more after we've unlocked everything also. But I suppose that depends on what people want to see.
Yep.
I'm already doing bad.
So these you've seen, these were in the original game. You see a lot of the stock creatures, but the guys that trailed that had the glowing blood trails are different. How they have changed, you can see like there's a little block that has a bomb embedded in it. You can use your bombs to open that up. That was never seen in the last game.
I actually don't like these. I really wish you could blow these up from shooting them, because I don't see any reason why not. It's generally a waste of a bomb to use these because
not always.
They don't really blow up that much more than what your bomb was already gonna blow up.
You never know.
Like, sure, I get a little bit of distance. I could put a bomb here and it would still blow up this bomb, and this bomb would blow up, the surrounding radius. But like, what really am I gonna gain from that other than
block down there?
Oh yeah.
Down there.
These little.
You can see the shading differences.
Yeah.
There you go.
Always got good stuff.
Get some soul hearts. Get another one. It's a little bit harder to distinguish the breakable blocks in this game, I realized. Because the shading is a lot more defined than it was before. Oh, these are the new, some of my favorite new creatures.
Are you talking about like the explodable things that give you items?
Yes, the explodable stones. It's a lot harder for me to distinguish between the regular ones that I can't.
I think it's a little more subtle. I actually really don't remember what it was like in the other game. I mean, obviously,
it was
like
a completely different shade. It was very, very clearly a different size and shape. But now,
it blends a little bit better in a way that I think is good because it keeps you looking around.
Don't go there. Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I could do it.
No, it's bad.
Well, it'll give you an item. There's the random chance that you'll get an item if you impale yourself on the.
What is this?
Oh, I think I've had this before.
You get extra 5 bombs.
But they're not just any bombs. They are. I'll go to a spot that might actually have a secret room.
There's actually a.
No, don't go to a secret room. Just
right
go fight some shit.
Oh.
Just go fight some shit. Nah, no way.
Bombs are fiery.
What? Awesome.
And this fire doesn't hurt me, fortunately.
Really cool.
But that will deal damage to enemies.
I don't know where you're going.
I thought that I had walked past the room. Don't mind me. There's no point in going to the shop yet because I only have 5 coins. Gemini.
Gemini is one of my least favorite bosses.
Gemini is kind of just whatever.
It annoyed me.
I don't like Gemini because it's a boss that just takes a long time to kill.
Yep.
And really not much happens. Like, sure, if I kill this guy, then the little attached dude is gonna freak out.
He's like, brrr.
But I found out if you kill the attached dude, the big guy doesn't really do anything.
Really?
He just keeps doing his normal thing. Huh. I was a little disappointed. I thought something cool or interesting might happen.
I'm a huge fan of the bosses in Binding of Isaac. Like, yes, the premise is the same, shoot them as much as you can, but they all have very different abilities.
Oh yeah, I think the bosses are well designed. I feel as though the bosses in Rebirth are, not as interesting as the bosses we got from Wrath of the Lamb.
I haven't played a whole lot of Rebirth. Prior to this, I played a little bit, and I only encountered
You're
one
supposed to be the
one.
good one, though.
I am good at this game. There are very few games that I will put more time into than my fiance, who plays lots of games. And I'll play him a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But this game, as soon as I started playing, he's like, yeah, I guess it's okay.
Yes.
And I just got way too into it. Hit it.
Always eat the
that
pills.
blows.
Amnesia, I don't know. Oh, I couldn't see the map. Well, that's pointless anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Justice.
I can't remember what that card does.
I never remember what any of the random items do.
One of my favorite things about this revamp is the art style. It is absolutely beautiful. Before, you could tell that it was very...
It's good old pixel art.
Exactly, and it's absolutely beautiful. The other game, the other art style was... Uh-oh, that sucked.
That was totally me being stupid.
The other art style was very, very simple, and this style is still incredibly simple, but adding the pixels made it more beautiful.
Well, it's not so
And
much
gave it more
adding the
detail.
Pixels, it's just changing the style to the pixelated style.
Absolutely, but it still is exactly the same as the other art style, just more enhanced.
It's not, I mean, not that the old game was ugly by any means, but flash art is not as pretty. I love this guy because now I heal when I deal damage, right?
So this, exactly.
Randomly,
yes.
I think.
So this is the first time that I've seen the same ability from the old games. Every other one I've ever gotten has always been brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty fair. There aren't a lot of the same abilities. I mean, a lot of them do the same things. They're just like rebranded
because he's
as
a different color, you'll get stuff out of him. There's another yellow guy that's jumping around.
Well, yeah, the different colored enemies are tougher usually,
They're
but
tougher
they'll
and
also tend to either
And sometimes
explode or give you stuff.
And sometimes they'll have a special ability, like I can imagine this one shooting poison at you. But I don't think it does.
I don't think he is.
No.
For whatever reason. Battery! Doesn't do anything.
No, because you don't have any magic.
Magic or special ability or whatever it is.
Yeah, I just call it magic because that's, but it's a special ability.
That's the mechanic, right?
Yes. Oh, fuck, I hate these spiders.
I agree, I hate these spiders.
They're really annoying.
It's because they have a lot of health and they're really quick.
They have a lot of health, they're quick, and they have a good ability.
Yeah.
They have a shit ton of bombs.
Yeah.
Go down, go down, go down. After you blow that up.
Yeah, it got, ooh.
Oh, use your key. Oh.
What? Oh, it's a...
it's a special ability.
No, it's
It's a special item.
It's a trinket, I think is what they're called. Basically, trinkets just give you random abilities or random bonus. They're passive. They're passive abilities. So like, Faith Up means that I think I have a greater chance at getting soul hearts or I don't know, whatever those like temporary health pickups are, and
soul hearts.
Maybe something else. You're sort of useless. So I can also spend coins. I can donate them, and the shop will, it'll upgrade basically. I think the first one happens at like.
Know that.
Oh, okay. Blue map. I don't know if that just upgraded the shop or not, but.
The number persists. Though.
Yeah.
That's
So
really cool.
those coins persist through playthroughs. So you could just like continue blowing up that machine and get money so that you can afford things in the shop.
Is this new to
Oh, this is totally new to this
Rebirth?
game, which
That's really
I think is
cool.
really cool because the last game didn't really have anything persistent other than things that you've unlocked, like new pickups. Monstro.
This is so easy. He's the easiest. Oh, but there's little guys in there. That's annoying. It's not gonna be a huge issue though.
No, these guys are weak
easy.
sauce. I mean, this is only level 2, so we're not, dealing with
Says the
too
person.
much.
Yeah, and I died on level 1.
In your defense, we're playing on a laptop, but we're looking up at a TV, which took me a hot second to like.
My only defense is
get
that
used to
gravity thing really screwed me up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That was what messed me up so hard. Like, yeah, in a room full of nobodies who are just gonna hang out and do whatever, not an issue, but to something that's moving and just having to completely separate that was really, really tough for me.
Well, yeah, you're using your brain in a
It was a
lot
very
more
different
challenging
tactic
way.
than how I normally use Isaac, so I had to completely change what I did.
But that's kind of the fun thing, right? Like, not every
absolutely.
pickup is necessarily good for you.
Exactly. Like
Which
what
is
was the
very,
one?
it's very roguelike.
The chocolate milk one, like you would blow it up and it would blow up in a bigger bubble. I hated
Oh,
that.
I love that.
No, I hate it. And like the telepathic one where you like lay them all out and then they shoot out. I hate that one too. I just want to be able to.
Ultimate Grand Supreme.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah. I'm the pageant queen. Yeah. Okay, well that's all for this episode, but we'll keep this playthrough going into the next episode. I at least want to see us fight Mom once.
Yes, that would be the ideal.
All right. Well, we will see you in the archives.
Sounds good. You're the worst.
You're such a whiner, crying all the time.
Whee!